EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And look at this. Loose football. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Dolphins nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And Nelson's got it here right side. Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Play action now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick-6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. And they'll have the football to deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Eagles. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And the lead is now an even 30.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 30. Dolphins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points up. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. It also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a pass. And take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
37, Dolphins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
First down, Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 12.
Prescott from the gun. Smith catches left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 47.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's got it wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Man open his board. It's complete. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. They'll throw again. Prescott steps away to his left. And he's going to... Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... Start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by John Mills. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First to give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Eagles 51. Dolphins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
8 yards. It's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This will make it into the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Huntley to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on on the release, as this will be incomplete.
He was looking for C.J. Board there.
And it's second down. The final shot before break. Huntley flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
With the score.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jannard Avery able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Goal, Miami.
From the gun, Huntley. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Eluding the pressure right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
To number 88. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, Huntley. Dancing to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On fourth down, Huntley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
On down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback.
My goodness, another interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier.
Fourth down.
Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll fire deep for Rager. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. On 1st and 10, Huntley. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
On 4th down, Huntley. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
On down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a gain of 34. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jalen Reagor, 31 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
His kick is good.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
25 yards line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off the play fake. Huntley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Davion Taylor gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, Huntley being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Barnett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
7 yards.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, Huntley. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Huntley. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on third down, Huntley. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
At the 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. To this ball game. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.